day. I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hello, universe. Y'all know exactly who it is. There's Shamot.
It's watching TV.
That's Shalom. No, her name is Shalom.
His name's Shalom.
So right now I'm in the process of frying some chicken breasts. The premise of this video actually is to talk about, you know, when you're in a relationship with someone, it shouldn't be it's a relationship, it's not a dictatorship, you know what I'm saying? Whoever you in a relationship with, you guys got to either know that you guys are committed to one another, and you have to exemplify that. When your views or your partner's views begin to infringe on who you are, and what I mean by infringe, I mean when what you think and what you say begins to be the end all, the be all, end all, and your partner is no longer able to be themselves, in my opinion, that's not really a relationship. In my opinion, first of all, I will have to call into question the person that's trying to put their shit off on somebody else, you know? Trying to make them conform to the person that they want them to be. Either you with that person because there's something about that person that you like, or you with that person for some other opportunistic reason. You know? Maybe you were lonely and you just wanted to be with somebody. Maybe you were insecure and that person happened to take a liking to you, and so now you just, you know, jump on them and hold them onto yourself and hold them hostage, and now they can't smile and they can't be who they are, you know, when they around you, or when they got to try to be who they are when they're away from you, because they can't really be who they are when they're around you. You know? Or, you know, that person, somebody might need a place to stay. You know, there has to be some reason why someone will alter and alter who they are to appease their partner. Like, example, if you have friends, they're mutual friends, whether you had a relationship with them or whatever or whatnot, and you see them in the street. Give me her cup right there. But you're with your new partner, and when you see those people, you guys didn't break up on no bad terms or nothing crazy, you know. But when you see the, you know, your ex or just a friend, you know, somebody you went to high school with, and it's somebody of the opposite sex or whatever the case is, and you see that person, you try to walk by. Here, baby. You walk by. You know what I'm saying? Acting like you don't see that person because you afraid of what your partner is going to say. You afraid because of what your partner, how your partner might react. Your partner might decide, oh, you talking to her? You said such and such to her? You need to find you another place to live. First of all, that's childish. Second of all, if the person that's controlling that situation happens to be a female, sis, you gotta know that you are emasculating your man. Or maybe you want to be the man. Maybe you wear the, and I ain't even going to say wear the pants, but, there is a particular, not even about a man thing, but first of all, he is a man, okay? So when you get shutting him down and telling him, like, you want to mother him and you want to parent him, you know what I'm saying? You either got to expect that he was raised properly before he got with you, or he wasn't. And if he wasn't, it ain't nothing you going to be able to do about it. There ain't going to be no rules or regulations that you can impose or implement on that man or in that relationship that's going to make that man do what you want him to do. Because even if he does appease you in that moment, all he going to do is go back and do what he been doing, still be talking to his friends, X, Y, and Z, when he not around you, before he comes home, before he gets around you. You know what I'm saying? So that's a false sense of security that you're harboring, thinking that I tell him he better not do this, and then he does it anyway. You only playing yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, that it's something about you, whatever the insecurity is, you need to gather yourself and get yourself some self-help. That's vice versa for a man who has a woman who, has friends or people of the opposite sex that admire her, you know what I'm saying? And she smiles and she receives the blessing and receives the compliments, and she not just, I got a man, you know what I'm saying? All that extra stuff, that's not necessary. You are a beautiful creation that God created. So why wouldn't other people want to admire that? Why wouldn't other people want to be around that? Why wouldn't other people, there's only, listen, but a funny situation when somebody, okay, if you decide for whatever reason that you decide, listen, that there's a couple and there's someone in that, amongst that little nucleus right there that I feel some kind of way about. I'm not interested in giving really the time of day anymore, you know what I'm saying? And you decide, hey, I'm gonna let that go. I'm not gonna deal with that. But that was because there was a personal reason, a personal attack on you or your character, that person made, and you like, you know what? I'm just gonna go on ahead and I'm just gonna do it moving on that right there, But so when you decide, hey, I'm gonna stop talking to her, When a woman tells her man, oh, well, she don't want to talk to me, I better not see you talking to her either. You better not say nothing to her. And then you go from talking to this person on a regular basis, having no issue with that person, but have an issue with their significant other, and then all of a sudden they not talking to you either when y'all was just talking the day before. Excuse me. Excuse me. Shut up! You have to do the damn video. What's this with all that? Especially when you know that that's not in that person's nature to act like that. You know that is, however, that person's significant other's nature. She gave that dude the rules and the regulations, okay, before he even got up out that car. You feel what I'm saying? And it's no sweat, so when you walk by and you notice, and you read and you take note of what just happened, you laugh because to you it's funny. Because to you like, yo, this dude is super weak, and yo, she is super insecure. You know what I'm saying? But I do understand, and I don't have no issue with it. At this point, you are a casualty of war. So, So no sweat. I see what time it is. But I want to say, when you stop being able to be yourself, and you have to start putting on these facades to appease somebody that you in a relationship with, you're really not in a relationship. You're like you're in an abusive relationship. I hate to break it to you, but that's the fact of the matter. And when everybody around you is seeing that it's affecting your health as well, but you're the only one that don't see it, and you having to let go of a lot of good friends because the person you're dealing with is sick on the inside. You know what I'm saying? It's sick and it's festering over, it's boiling and bubbling over onto you. So I just want to say, anybody that's not allowed to be themselves in a relationship, and your partner, admire your individuality, admires, loves for you to still be independent apart from them, but committed to them.
I have those partners. I'm at school.
Yeah.
And we did social.
Oh yeah. You might want to reevaluate that, because that, even though you think that you're gaining something, you might be gaining something. Somebody to watch your kids, somebody keep your bed warm, somebody make you a meal. You know what I'm saying? You really are not happy. You're not happy. You're telling yourself you are, but you're not. But who am I? I'm just a nobody, so. But for anybody that is listening and taking heed, y'all need to be able to see the signs, man. The red flags, you know what I'm saying? And don't dismiss those things. Don't dismiss those things, because especially if you have children, they're watching. They're watching, and you're basically saying that this is okay, this is good, this is okay, this is permissible, this is permissible. When it's not, it shouldn't be. It's not healthy. And I'm gonna encourage anybody, if you're the one that's being that person, that dictator, if you're the parasite in a relationship, you might want to do a detox. You might want to get some help. You might want to do a detox, man. You might want to drink yourself some diatomaceous earth or something like that, and get rid of the parasites that's inside of your body, because it's affecting your brain, it's affecting your relationships, and it's affecting relationships with the people around you, and it's affecting the people around you, relationship with people that's around them. But it's definitely a parasite. It's parasitic behavior for sure. So, if y'all got insurance, you might want to call up a psychiatrist or something. Do an intervention. That person may need an intervention. They've been so used to being alone and by themselves, and just not knowing what healthy relationships are, that they take that garbage, they take that stuff, they take those feelings, they take those thoughts, they take those actions and put them into a relationship. When they do get into a relationship, that could really be healthy and really be a happy and a very blissful one, Sometimes you get in a relationship like that and you let yourself get in so deep that it gets so hard for you to even figure how to dig yourself up out of that shit. Like, my husband is a guy, he has a friend that I don't care for at all. I don't talk to this guy. I don't even, to me, he doesn't exist in the same realm or space that I'm in. But he is my husband's friend. And when we are together, my husband talks to him. My husband will stop. He will talk to him. He has bought him things before. He has, you know what I'm saying? That is his friend. I just don't like him. He's not my friend. You know what I'm saying? I don't like his energy. I don't like his vibe. It's certain things about him that I don't care for, and those are things that I don't choose to have around me and in my bubble. And so when they talking, I do it moving. I keep walking. And then when he come and he catch back up to me, you know, he tell me, oh yeah, such and such, you know. And I might listen, or I may say, babe, I don't even know why you who are you talking about? Because he knows that person don't exist to me. And so he keeps it to himself. It's his thing. He can tell somebody else about it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to tell him, don't you be talking to him. You better not say nothing to him when you with me. If you do that, I'm going to do da. Man, get the hell out of here. I don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? That's his friend. He matters to him for whatever the reason is. And I value the fact that he is a friend to my husband and my husband is a friend to him. Whatever. I'm sure they value one another's relationship. And that's where it is. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's something I guess that happens, you know, when you mature. You get to a place where that's what happens when you mature. My parents been together 30-something years, man. And my dad got girls that be all over him. My mama got men that be all over her. And you know what I'm saying? And then my dad would be right there. My dad would be like, nigga, is you coming with some, about to bring some bacon, nigga? Is you about to make breakfast? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. And everybody know what time it is because they committed to each other. So they don't got to be stunting and fronting and doing all of that extra stuff. You know what I mean? They just don't. So I'm encouraging y'all, man, to live healthy lives, especially, you know, black couples, man. Live in healthy relationships. Lift each other up. Stop tearing your mate down because you're insecure. You know, we all got things we insecure about. But the essence of who you are, that divine spark, should be able to outweigh all of those insecurities. And if that person is with you, then it's something about you that they like about you that they want, you know what I'm saying, in their life. But there are some things about you that can cause them to say, man, I'm getting the hell up out of here. So don't put yourself in that position. Love yourself enough to allow the person that's with you to love you and allow that person to love themselves as well. So anyway, I'm gone.